Hi yogis and welcome. I'm Avani of the Caribe Yoga Academy and we'll do a tutorial today for Yin Yoga's Sphinx and Seal poses. It'll be helpful to have a blanket to support pelvic bones and pubic bone. Not required. I like to take mine across the short edge of the mat as I find it helps the posture become more sustainable for my body. So you can set up with or without blanket. And then a block is optional to rest your head on. I'll give you several options, and a bolster can be a nice addition for this really deep stimulation for the sacral-lumbar arch. You can set your bolster up toward the front edge of your mat. Come to rest your hips and pubic bone down on the cushion of your blanket, then slide your bolster or pillow just in underneath your ribs. Land your elbows beneath your shoulders. To settle in for supported Sphinx pose, you can have your toes untucked behind you and your gaze might stay lifted, or you can rest your forehead down onto your block. So remember, what's important in Yin Yoga is that there's some sort of an edge. If the back bend here is enough to stimulate you, then hang out there. If you prefer to have your gaze lifted, that's fine. For Seal pose, take your hands out 3 to 5 inches wider than your Sphinx pose and float your elbows. Same options, gaze can stay lifted with your head high, or you might want to rest your head down low for traction of the neck spine. Same pose without the bolster. Slide your elbows in underneath your shoulders. Gaze can be high, or let your head rest down heavy with or without the support of a block. There's a big difference energetically, so maybe you'd prefer to feed the throat chakra, or maybe you'd prefer to feed the third eye chakra. And then with Seal, minus the bolster, float your elbows with your hands just a bit wider. So the compression for the lumbar spine, the sacral arch, is going to be a little bit more intense here without the support and with the lift of Seal pose. As you find the variation that works best for you, get ready to settle in for 3 to 5 minutes. You can set a timer here. I like the variation with my head resting onto a block. Back bends are not my strongest suit in the practice, so a little bit of support helps me settle in here and land in stillness. And in this back bend, you'll be impacting urinary, bladder, and kidney lines. Run along lower back and sacrum, along the length of your spine, as well as the stomach and spleen meridians on the tops of your legs and hip flexors. When you're ready to come out, lower your upper body slowly, and a really luxurious counter or neutralizing pose for this one is windshield wipers with your toes floating to the sky. Take all of the time you need to press up and back. Come toward a neutral seat, or maybe a soft twist to counter. Thank you for joining this tutorial. Namaste.